Hi, I'm Cheri Roman from Roman Agency Inc. in Austin, Texas. Welcome to another segment of Insurance, Death, and Taxes. Today I'm going to talk about life insurance. Now, life insurance sometimes can be overwhelming for people because there's so much information and there's so many different terms and terminology and life insurance lingo that people don't understand. So what I'm going to do is break it down and use the 5 W's that you used to use in grade school. Who, what, where, when, and why. And I'm also going to add a how much. Who. The classic argument against life insurance is, why do I need it if I'm dead? Well, you're not going to need it when you're dead, but your dependents are going to need it. So who needs the life insurance? You, if you have dependents. What? What kind of life insurance should you consider? Now there's really 2 basic kinds of life insurance, and I'm not going to go into all the details about both of them, but just to simplify it, you've got term life insurance and you've got permanent life insurance. Now term life insurance is kind of like renting an apartment. Okay, you have your apartment for a certain period of time. And with term insurance, eventually, just like with an apartment lease, it runs out, okay? And it's usually for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I've even seen some term policies that are only for 5 years. The longer you extend the life insurance, the more expensive it is because it's going to be covering you for like 30 years or 20 years. Now, if it's only covering you for 5 years, it's going to be really cheap. But be careful because when you see those rates that people quote you, like sometimes through the mail, and it says, wow, you can get life insurance for $1 a day. Usually that's a very short-term policy. Now, permanent insurance is usually, almost always, it's more expensive than term because it lasts you your whole life. It's more like, buying a home. You buy your home, you pay it off, you have your home till you die or till you want to sell it, okay? And you also would have your insurance until you say wanted to cash in or till you die. So permanent insurance is more expensive, but it does last you your whole life. Where do you buy life insurance? Believe it or not, 90% of life insurance policies are sold over a kitchen table. Of course, that's changing now with the internet, and people are buying life insurance online. The thing is, you need to be kind of careful when you buy life insurance because it is complicated, and people can try to sell you things that you don't know what you're getting into, and you could be paying more than maybe you should. So if you are going to buy life insurance online, just do your research, know what you're buying. And of course, this may sound self-serving, but I do believe it's worth it, even if it's a little bit more expensive, to work with a licensed agent who will sit down with you and explain all your options. When should you buy life insurance? Well, when you're young is the best time to buy it because your rates are going to be better. And usually you're in pretty good health when you're in your 20s or your 30s. What I've seen in my career is people wait to buy life insurance, or they're older and they feel like they need more and they try to get it and they have some sort of health issue, like even things like taking blood pressure medication or having high cholesterol. It doesn't necessarily prevent you from getting life insurance, but it's definitely going to cause your rates to be higher. So you need to be proactive about life insurance and buy it when you're young and healthy. Why? Life insurance provides instant liquidity to your beneficiaries upon your death, and it's not subject to taxation. When the primary earner in a family dies without life insurance, statistics will show you that the family is much more likely to fall below the poverty line. And since life insurance is really not that expensive, especially if you get it early, there's really no reason not to have it. How much? How much life insurance do you need? This isn't a number that you can just pull out of a hat or take some calculation that you've heard somebody say, like 4 times your annual income is enough life insurance for you to have. It's more complicated than that. You really have to look at your house payment, your retirement accounts, any Social Security benefits that your children, your family might get. And you need to sit down. This is why it's important to sit down with somebody and really do the number crunching. I'm going to ask you a question. If I wrote you a check for the amount of life insurance that you currently have, would you be willing to work for me for the rest of your life for free? That's why it's important for you to really think about that number, okay? And the other thing that comes up a lot on how much life insurance you need, people think, oh, I have life insurance at work. Well, you may have life insurance at work, but you know what? Usually, you can't take that life insurance with you if you quit your job. And a lot of people make career changes, like in midlife, maybe when they're in their 40s or 50s. If you make a career change and you can't qualify for life insurance at that time, you have no life insurance. Okay, well, I went through the 5 W's and how much. If you have any questions about life insurance, send me an email, go to my website, or just pick up the phone and I'd be happy to talk to you. I'm Cheri Roman from Roman Agency, Inc. in Austin, Texas. Thank you.